really struggling to get these up my legs. They're just okay for me. Don't have a lot of stretch.
How can I assist you today?
Cancel membership. Hello, and welcome to a Fabletics video that's not an ad. I feel like I've seen so many ads lately from Facebook, YouTube, literally everywhere trying to get me to buy Fabletics. I am an ideal target because I do buy a lot of leggings, but I'm getting kind of tired of it, to be honest. So today we're gonna see, is Fabletics a scam or is it actually worth it? Because to be honest, 2 leggings for $24 is kind of throwing me off. I'm like, 1 pair of leggings for $24 is affordable, so 2, I'm like, could these possibly be good? Or are they just trying to get us to sign up for their VIP membership? So I asked you guys what the best Fabletics leggings were because I went on their website and I immediately was overwhelmed. And you guys all said that the PowerHold leggings were the best. So I looked into it a little more, and PowerHold seems to be like their most compressive fabric or something. So yeah, I went to look at their PowerHold leggings, and the only solid colors they had were only in pink and black. So I was like a little confused. A lot of them seemed to be sold out. So with all like the ads that Fabletics puts out, I would think that they would be the kind of brand, kind of like Lululemon, that always has stock and everything. But it seems like a lot of stuff is sold out. Like the PowerHold leggings are only coming in like 2 colors when it says they have like all these color options. Like, I don't know if maybe I'm like coming at a bad time or something. I also wanted to get a pair of seamless leggings, and I don't think they're like known for their seamless leggings, but they don't have a lot of them. So I added the 5 pairs of leggings to my cart, and they were all like around 40-ish, 50-ish something, and all of a sudden they're adding like all these 50% off coupon codes. Like, I didn't even ask them to do that, but like, I'm not gonna say no. So without tax, it's $98 for 5 pairs of leggings. That's less than $20 for a pair of leggings, which is literally cheaper than Amazon because my favorite Amazon leggings are usually around like $25. Oh, that's fun. They subscribed me to a parents magazine. I'm not a parent, I'm a cat parent. So here's the tea. I had to sign up for the VIP membership. And I'm kind of skeptical of these things because I hate monthly memberships because I forget to cancel them and then I get charged money and I don't like it. Here's how the VIP membership works. If you are also confused like me, I asked someone on Instagram who is a Fabletics expert. You know who you are, thank you. Option 1, you order something between the 1st and 5th of the month and you're not charged anything and you still get all the deals. Option 2, you forget to order anything and then they charge you $50, which basically acts as like store credit. Okay, 3rd option, you don't want to order anything between the 1st and 5th of the month. You click skip this month with no penalty. You can do this whenever you want. You can still buy anything like throughout the month, like with your VIP deals, but you didn't just get charged the $50. And then option 4 is you cancel, but you can't just cancel online. No, that would be too easy. You have to call. Millennials these days, I'm actually not a millennial, I'm like the one right below, we don't like to call people. So after I do all the try-ons, I'm actually gonna call and cancel my membership. Even if I end up liking the leggings, I don't need more leggings. So yeah, the 2 for $24 leggings, that only works the first time you're a VIP, I guess, but it looks like they just give you 50% off like every pair of leggings anyway. This probably isn't entirely true. So honestly, it's a really good deal. You can probably get like around a $20 pair of leggings, maybe a little more, which is super affordable. In the back, we have the goods. I'm gonna go over all the leggings I got, a few details that like the website says, and then we're gonna try on and see how they are. Okay, so first I have the PowerHold leggings. Oh, okay. So they're actually kind of like almost a brushed legging. Like they definitely have that like soft fabric that like might pill. Okay, here is a close-up of the fabric. You can see it definitely has that fuzzy texture. I can't tell if I like light or no light. We're gonna do no light because that makes you look a little less pale. I got the size small and this is the color Rose Bloom. Okay, I'm impressed. They actually have a seamless waistband. It feels double thickness. This fabric is definitely really thick and heavy. So these leggings were originally $44.95, but obviously I got them with the VIP deal, so they're much cheaper. Okay, it says that they are a 4-way stretch. It says they are the highest compression because they are the PowerHold fabric. It also says they're sweat wicking. Usually when I think of sweat wicking and performance, I think of that slick kind of texture fabric, and this is definitely not the slick texture. It also says it's suited for squatting, so we will see if they're actually squat proof. I feel like I always see on their ads like throwing shade at like other leggings for not being squat proof, so we're gonna see if they're actually squat proof because that'd be pretty bad if they weren't given the shade that they throw. The PowerHold fabric is an 88% polyester, 12% spandex blend. It has a little gusset crotch here. All right, I really hope that these aren't really like hard to get on or anything just because they're so thick and compressive. They definitely have some stretch to them, but they definitely feel a little bit on the stiff side. So let's see. Okay, so they're not the best fit on me, and I do feel like they're kind of squishing my butt down. So here they are. They definitely feel really compressive, and I feel like they're holding in my legs very nicely. They have like some like little booty seams. They make a lot of ads that say that Fabletics are the most like flattering leggings on your butt, and I'm sorry, but a really compressive legging is just not going to be the most flattering legging on your butt. It doesn't have to be unflattering, but it's just gonna squish your butt down a little bit. I did do a glute workout before this, so I might have a little glute pump, you know? Yeah, I mean, it's flattering. My butt looks pretty good, but I don't think it's like my best butt ever. The waistband is seamless. My only thing is that it is a little big on me, and I definitely could not have sized down because let me tell you, I had to do some pulling to get these on. So they definitely need to taper their waistband in a little more, I guess. I don't usually have this problem with leggings is the thing, so I don't know. They have the little Fabletics logo here. Definitely would be good for cellulite because they are very thick and compressive, and they really just hold you in. Definitely a 7/8 length. So yeah, I'll give them a medium on the booty scale because I don't think my butt looks bad. It's just not gonna give them that like extra boost that a really thin legging that doesn't compress at all would. Luckily, we have no camel toe going on because that's something I cannot stand. They're definitely pretty soft. If I had to compare them to a Lululemon legging, I would probably compare them to the Luan fabric, except this is definitely thicker and a little less stretchy. For $12, like these aren't a bad pair of leggings. They're pretty good. They feel like pretty good quality. If you like thicker leggings, if you live somewhere really hot, like these might be a little warm. They feel just a little too stiff and compressive for me. I definitely feel my knees bending in them right now, and I like to feel a little more free in my leggings. And I wish the waistband was a little tighter. So like, I'm not like, wow, these are the best leggings I've ever had, but like they're okay. But that's just like, you know, you guys know that I'm like pretty brutally honest in my reviews. So, okay, let's check the squat test. These are the Salar Solid PowerHold crop leggings. Okay, so these are not high-waisted, and these do have a seam at the top of the waistband, and I don't like seams at the top of the waistband. The waistband's also much shorter. They are, you know, not a high waist. I bet these are about a mid-rise. The website description is very similar to the like high-waisted PowerHold, so I'm not really gonna go into that very much. These are a cropped legging. Feel very similar to the last ones. Definitely have a lot of structure. You can see that they like don't really like flow very easily. They're definitely very like stiff. One thing about this really thick fabric is it's probably cellulite friendly, so that's pretty good. Okay, honestly the fabric is kind of growing on me. It does really hold you in very nicely and makes you feel nice and snug. If you really like leggings to really hold you in and compress you, they're not a bad option. My only thing is, I don't know why I'm having trouble with their waistbands. These are like, this is definitely too big for me. You guys know I'm like almost always a small, so I'm a little confused about their size range. Also, to be honest, like I did have to struggle to get these on my legs again, and then the waist is loose. So I really couldn't have sized down because it's just too tight on my legs and it's just a little loose up here. Because it's loose, obviously the top band isn't cutting into me. It's also not giving me a ton of compression just because it's a little loose, but I would assume it would give compression otherwise. This is definitely a mid-rise. These are below the belly button. I prefer a high-rise, but I know some people don't like them to be too high-rise. They do put the seam line above your butt, so it doesn't cut off your butt. So that means they're a little more flattering on your booty, make them look a little bigger. So good on you, Fabletics. That is one of my pet peeves, when the little seam line goes in the middle of your butt. It's up here, we're good. So yeah, these are capri, but they are mid-calf capri, which I prefer to the like below knee capris. Again, no camel toe and probably free from cellulite because of the thickness and the compression. So these are just okay for me. I'm a little upset about the sizing because there's not really much I can do about that. But yeah, I mean, they are really soft. I worry about pilling. Next, I have the Mila pocket capris. These are also made out of the PowerHold fabric. So you guys said that this was the best fabric, and apparently they think so too because they have a lot of leggings with this fabric. So they have a seamless waistband. They're high-waisted. They even have a little like pocket on the inside, which is nice. They have some mesh panel detailing, so you are going to get some breathability down the leg. They have a phone pocket, so we'll see if it fits like my iPhone. I don't have the iPhone Plus or anything, just the regular one. Oh, these were originally $64.95. That's kind of expensive. It kind of bothers me when places make their prices really high and they just give you a lot of sales. Like, I know that's good, but like, it's just like, why don't you just make them one price? So yeah, I think I'm most excited about these just because they seem really cute and I don't know, they like Mila pocket capri sound kind of fun. Here are the Mila pocket capris. I'm actually really liking these. I think, oh, we have a nice big fuzz that came off them. Cute. So already I'm noticing that this little band is a little tight on my calves. I do have really big calves, but that's a pet peeve of mine, and it is going to give me that, like, I don't know, red band and just be really uncomfortable there. So yeah, again, legs are a little tight. I don't have as much room in the waistband in these. It's just not quite flush to my skin. They do have a nice big phone pocket in here, or these are more of a key pocket, but like, it's pretty big. These would absolutely fit a phone. It fits like most of my hand, and it is mesh, which is cute. And then I like the mesh detail down the leg. I think that's definitely switching it up a little bit. Looks a little different. Again, the seam line goes above my butt, so that is flattering. But yeah, I just feel like they're a little tough to get on my legs. It's tight on my calves, it's loose in my waist. Obviously these are personal fit things, but I don't think my body is like that different than other people that are in a size small. So I don't know, they're just okay for me. They feel soft, but they also kind of give me, I feel like, a little unibutt. Like, it's not really allowing for much booty separation because the fabric is so thick. I feel like it's just kind of going over my butt. But I don't think it's like super unflattering. I'm just not crazy about it. Okay, so these are the printed PowerHold Camo leggings. I was thinking I wasn't gonna need to talk about these very much because they're supposed to be the same as the high-waisted PowerHolds, but the fabric definitely feels different. It says it's the same fabric composition as the solid high-waisted PowerHolds, but it definitely feels different. I'll show you a close-up. So yeah, as you can see, it doesn't have that same like fuzziness or brushed texture. It's still definitely not that slick performance material that I was expecting out of the Fabletics leggings, but it's definitely seems less prone to pilling and it's less fuzzy. These again also have the seamless waistband. I feel like their waistbands would offer a lot of compression because they don't seem like super stretchy. Okay, let's see how these compare to the other PowerHolds. I just wanted to show you that I'm like really struggling to get these up my legs. It's not quite at my crotch yet, and these just don't have a lot of stretch. I'm doing my best, but like, these are even worse than the regular PowerHolds. They're finally on. Waistband is a little loose again. They're tight on my legs. These were even harder to get on than the solid PowerHolds. They aren't quite as soft. Seam is above my butt again. Yeah, they feel super restrictive. Like, I would not really feel comfortable squatting in these. My butt feels super tight right now. They don't feel like a very forgiving legging that I would like to just like move around in. I just honestly feel super restricted, and these are supposed to be for performance leggings. They're supposed to be for squatting, and I don't like how my butt feels when I squat. It feels very tight. I don't know if it's just like this color of the pattern leggings, but I'm really not feeling these. They just feel restrictive and they don't fit me great. Now for the seamless leggings. I actually expected these seamless leggings to be on the softer side, but these are kind of feeling like the slick performance material. It's not quite the shiny slick material, but it doesn't have any of the fuzziness. These do have some cute eyelets at the bottom, which is fun. It does have a thick ribbed seamless waistband, and it has that little like raised line in between like the booty parts and I guess the front part that kind of gives a little separation to your butt. It's like a fake seam. I don't really know why they do it in the front because I feel like that could just give you some camel toe, but interesting. I've definitely heard mixed things about these seamless leggings, so I hope that they are somewhat good because I personally love seamless leggings. These are a 94% viscose, 6% elastane. I don't know what viscose is, guys, but they feel nice. They call this a second skin breathable fabric. I mean, I don't really think they're gonna be second skin. They don't feel like super thin. It also says that you can take these from the studio to a Sunday walk. So it doesn't sound like they're performance gym leggings. So interested to see if they will be squat proof or not. Okay, so these are my only leggings that aren't the PowerHold fabric, and they're the only ones I actually like. So I feel like these are so much stretchier. These are the seamless leggings. They're definitely flattering on my butt. They're not squishing my butt down. These are like 10 times stretchier than the PowerHolds. I actually can move in them and not feel restricted. They are like super high waist, like it's a decent amount over my belly button. And again, this is like the teeniest bit big in the waist, but it doesn't bother me as much as the others. Double thickness ribbed seamless waistband. I'm not in love with this little seam here. I think the little mesh detail at the bottom is really cute. These like kind of remind me of the original Gymshark seamless leggings in a way. Oh, they have like a little subtle Fabletics logo right here. I can move 10 times better in these. Like they did say that they're more for yoga and walking. I don't see any reason why you couldn't take these to the gym unless they're incredibly sheer, but we're gonna check that in a minute. The cellulite coverage is probably not as good, but I still feel like these are decently thick, that you'd probably have like cellulite friendly. Not really getting any camel toe, maybe a bit of like single camel. So yeah, and these are full length on me. Pretty flattering on the booty. I give these a like definitely higher than the other ones on the booty scale for sure. Yeah, these are definitely my favorite of the leggings, and I thought I would like these the least. So I decided that it would be best to return the items before I call them and cancel my membership. I'm not going to keep them just because like I just didn't really love them enough to keep them, and if you don't really love something, it's not worth spending money on. And 2 of my items were final sale, so I guess I'm stuck with them. Now I'm going to call and cancel my membership, so let's see how that goes.
Hello. Thank you for calling Fabletics. How can I assist you today?
Cancel membership.
I'd be happy to help you with membership changes. A line agent will need to help you with that. Salar PowerHold is your fashion consultant. How can I help you?
Hi, I'd like to cancel my membership.
Not sad to hear, but I will help you in doing so. Well, what actually concerns me is we're going to be posting a lot of new promotions and collections, and you still have time to wait for it. Anyway, the next filming is going to start on the 6th of September.
No thank you. I'd just like to cancel if that's okay.
All right. Well then, how about we add $10 for credit? Don't you want to use it?
Oh, no thank you.
Alright, well, I respect your decision, and yes, we have canceled the membership already.
Okay, thank you so much for your help. Alright, so that was my brutally honest Fabletics review. To be honest, I didn't love them. I really didn't like the PowerHold leggings. I just felt like they're really tight in my thighs. Couldn't really move around very well in them, and I really like my leggings to be nice and stretchy and allow me to move, because if I want to do some stretching after my workout, I don't want to be restricted by my leggings. The seamless leggings are by far my favorite. I actually really like them. They have that nice slick material, very stretchy, they're really high-waisted. I really didn't have a lot of problems with the seamless leggings. And for like $20, $25 for a pair of leggings, I'd say definitely go for the seamless. Let me know down below if you like the PowerHold leggings. I'm sure a lot of you do because they are really popular. I just felt like for me, they didn't really work. For all the hype that Fabletics gets, I feel like we needed a brutally honest review out there. All right, well, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this brutally honest review, and I will see you next time. Bye!